So simple scaling policies simply change capacity in either direction by a certain amount when a CloudWatch alarm is triggered. So here's an example of creating a scale in and the scale out policy, which you'd have to create both for each direction. And the idea is that we are looking at how this is working. So notice that we have the adjustment type. And we talked about that earlier where you're saying, I want the capacity to change based on the percentage. And then that is saying change when change by 30%. Then below here, we have a change of capacity. Okay, and we're saying adjust it by -1. So remove one instance when you're scaling out. Okay, so hopefully that is pretty clear. The idea is that these need to have CloudWatch alarms. So the idea is we would create a CloudWatch alarm. We're showing an example for the scale in. And so notice here that we are passing to the alarm actions the scale up policy. If you were to use the AWS Management Console and you were creating a CloudWatch alarm, you could tell the alarm as an action to go to your scaling policy. I want to just point out that we're not showing the scale out CloudWatch alarm as there's not a lot of room here and it will look very similar. But the idea with this CloudWatch alarm, it's saying when the threshold meets 70, it's greater than 70, then trigger this. And the idea is it's then going to here add 30% more resources in the scale out policy here in the top. Okay. So when using a simple scaling policy, it's recommended to set a cooldown period, which you see over here. It's recommended to not use simple scaling policy and cooldown, and instead use the step or target tracking policies. And so we'll look at the next policy here.